Good evening, world. How are you all doing today? Today, I want to just come and tell you about a couple of dreams I had. One dream in particular I spoke about. I had this dream during it had to be either 2011, 2012, or 2013. But either way, in this dream, I had a dream about war. About war actually taking place on United States soil. And in this dream, me and my family was at home, and just a normal regular day. And then all of a sudden, there was a big crash. We all jump up and go look outside, and there are soldiers with boots on the ground and guns drawn. There is a plane in the sky that is crashing down, and it's crashed actually in the neighborhood where we lived at, and it was just complete pandemonium. I saw people I grew up with get shot down. I saw people, I kid you not, a whole family walked off and left their grandmother, who was elderly and could barely get around. She was moving very slow, but her whole family ran off and left her. Me and my family was running in complete pandemonium. It was just chaos. Now, during this dream, it skipped to another phase. In this phase, we were out roaming around. The few people, I mean, really a handful of people made it with the group of people that I was in. How that group came about, I don't know. Because the dream flashed from us running into us not running, but it's dark and we are scrounging around in the dark trying to find stuff, anything. But we were filthy at this point. When the dream transitioned from us running, trying to get away, to us finally getting away in a wilderness area, and it was the woods. But when the dream flashed and I saw myself in the woods scrounging around, I was completely filthy. The clothes that I had on were winter clothes, but I just nasty, and everybody that I was with was completely nasty. I don't know how long we had been out there in the wilderness, in the woods, roaming around, scrounging for stuff, but I will tell you this. When the dream, and like I said, it wasn't but a handful of us. When it flashed to that point where I was in the woods scrounging, man, I promise you it was about maybe 20, 30 people. It wasn't a big group. I mean, it could have been other groups, other places, but just right there with me, it was just a handful of people. And, what make it so bad, I never saw my mother and my sister, I never saw them in this dream. They were not at my house with me and my family, and they were not, I don't recall seeing them at all, which is a detail that stands out to me. It concerns me. So if I can tell you that, which you can kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say. I just know I didn't see them. But back to the dream. Me and others, we were able to scrounge around for some supplies. Now, granted, when all this commotion went to taking place, we didn't have anything but the clothes on our back. We were not able to grab anything. We were not able to prepare. We were not able to do nothing but run, because it was complete pandemonium. And like I said, now the soldiers who I saw outside when we all went to the door to look, see what was going on, they were Asian soldiers. I looked in their face, and they had a red patch on their left arm. Where in Asia, I don't know, but they were Asians, and they were killing. And so back to when we Made it to the woods. We found some stuff, we was able to carry on. But now here's the real kicker. This right here attests to how long we were out there. Like I said, when this first took place, we had on winter clothes. I had on blue jeans, tennis shoes, a shirt, and a coat. Matter of fact, my shirt was actually like a little turtleneck kind of shirt, and a coat. And when we made it to the woods the first time, I had those same clothes on. They were just nasty. But then when the dream transitioned to another place, it was summer. It was hot as all get out. That is the only time that I saw myself in different clothes, when the season changed. And where I got these clothes from, I had scrounged around and found some fabric off somebody's umbrella patio thing, and I wrapped it around me, and I tied part of it around my hair. And we had, like I said, that's about 6 months time frame of being in the wilderness. But we had scrounged around on some stuff. I remember myself standing over a big black pot. But before then, I remember myself and others scrounging around for poke salad. Now, I don't know if we found any poke salad, but we was looking for it. And then when the dream went to the next scene, I saw myself standing over the pot, stirring something that looked like grass. And then I was issuing out what was in the pot to the people that was around. And it was a fire, and then we went to sleep. Now, again, I'm assuming every day we wake up scrounging around for stuff and looking for safety, until one day we came out of a thicket. And as we were coming out of the wood line, the line where the woods start, and it was just this big old open field, that is when we saw soldiers who was coming to rescue us. Now, I just want to share that with you. Like I said, I shared it with you before, and some kind of way that video is missing. I can't find it. But that's the one dream. I wanted to reiterate that. And I had that dream, like I said, it had to be either 2011, 12, or 13. But nonetheless, that does not make it all the more powerful today in 2025. I mean, when you look at the news and the things, the current events that are going on in society, it seems as if we just very well may be headed in that direction. Okay, moving on to the second dream. And this dream I had recent, like within the last 3 months. Matter of fact, it wasn't even 3 months. Within the last month, I had this dream, less than 30 days. But anyway, I was laying in the bed asleep, and I moved my leg. The moment I moved my leg, I saw 3 mushroom clouds in the same vicinity. It was a square spot. It was a square space. It was a flat plane that was a square. And it was 3 mushroom clouds. They all went off at the same time in this same place. Now, to describe it, if you're looking at it from a high standpoint, if you ever been on a plane, you know how the states look if you look out the plane window. Well, that's the view I'm gonna have to try to describe to you. It seemed like it was a city. It seemed like my view, I was up so high that the buildings and stuff looked small, but it seemed to be a city. And the outline of this city, if it's a city, is a perfect square. Now, like I said, all 3 mushroom clouds went off in this square. It was like one was here, one was here, and one was like back where I am. So it's like, now the space is wider, but they were strategically placed. But like I said, I had that dream less than 30 days ago, less than 3 weeks ago. But I wanted to share those things because of what is going on in the world today. Now, what lit a fire up under me was I just currently heard that a mushroom cloud went off in India somewhere. And so I was moved in to share my dream because it could help, it could just put something on your mind. If you compare my dreams to the current state of the world, it'll make you think. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's all. But I pray everyone have a wonderful night and be blessed out there. And I hope to see you in the sky. Bye.